Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the 8744 Extra channel for episode 5, season 2 of the Pokemon Community Tournament Championship. It seems like AD has pushed the start transmission button and has pushed us into this one and has ditched out, so that's pretty cool of him. But hello to everyone in the chat. I'm here with Matt and with Vic. Yeah, guys, how are you feeling about this new match day that we're gonna have?
I'm
bear
curious
witness
to
to?
see the matchups. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay about it. Bit more relaxing compared to what's coming up for me in the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. You see that? Okay. Then I guess unless it seems like we don't have any comments for it now, but we can just go ahead and get started with the matchup that we had remaining from match day 3 that couldn't be played on time, which is obviously going to be Vic against Steve.
That seems like the best place. That is the best place to start.
I don't even remember how that battle went. I have no idea.
Guess you're gonna get a reminder.
Renk will show us and remind us what happened.
Yeah. Hello, by the way, to Dingus in the chat. Thank you for joining, and also to Seb Ball. We have AD at home. Yes, I'm AD at home. I'm like the budget version. I'm the one that you can get at Walmart or something. Anyway, let's get this one going. So here we have it. We have Steve rocking up with Lucario, Tyranitar, Cloyster, Dragonite, Kangaskhan, and Smeargle against Vic's usual team of Umbreon, Regice, Leafeon, Moltres, Gardevoir, and Blastoise. So, to everyone in the chat, let us know who do you think is going to win this one. Remember, this one is from match day 3. Was supposed to be played last week, but we weren't able to. And this is the replay that they left us.
Hurricane tax.
Hurricane tax for sure. So we had Cloyster and Regice as the leads, and Blastoise ended up being switched in as Cloyster went for the Shadow Smash and boost all of his stats and managed to fire off a huge Rock Blast. And with 5 hits and a critical hit, he's able to pick up the KO in the Blastoise.
This is what I meant by terrorism, by the way.
You think this is terrorism, by the way?
This is what you call a sweep tactic. Did not expect it.
I mean,
is the speed on slow?
Yeah, I just switched it to slow.
Okay.
It was going a bit too fast, and too fast also the way that Regice ended up going down to that Rock Blast.
No wonder I forgot about this match. It was such a quick kill.
Yeah, like you said, it's a quick swift because Cloyster boosts up its speed and its offensive stats with Shell Smash, and it basically becomes unstoppable if you allow it to. It becomes a terror machine, and you can see how much damage it does to this Umbreon. The hidden power, even though it's super effective.
The way to defeat Cloyster is either with electric fighting, grass, or rock. Although I didn't quite work out with the rock, albeit I didn't use a rock Pokemon when I first tried to eliminate Cloyster, but fighting definitely does take out Cloyster, and that's something we didn't really see Kool-Aid try and do here.
Battling, I'm not used to.
Yeah, just a Pokemon being able to boost its stats.
Not one of my Pokemon was able to even land a hit against Cloyster like that.
Nope. In like just 9 turns, Steve gets himself a 6-0 over Vic, just using his Cloyster.
Wasn't that quicker than when AEL beat Patrick 6-0?
It was, because that one was 10 turns at least.
Yeah, that's what I remembered.
And in this one, Cloyster was the only Pokemon to hit the field for Steve. Like, he didn't have to use any of his other Pokemon. So quite a dominant showing from this Cloyster, who jumps up in the kill leaderboard with this performance.
Look how he massacred my boy.
Yeah, Seb here makes a good point that special attacks are more important against Cloyster because it has very high physical defense but very low special defense. So you can hit it even with a super effective move, But if it's on the physical side, it's still not going to do a lot of damage. You have to hit it from the special side.
But I was able to take out Cloister with Infernate fighting move. So what do you think the difference there was?
I don't remember the exact instance, but either Cloister had reduced its defenses with the Shell Smash ability, or maybe it wasn't at full HP. I don't remember exactly how it happened.
Yeah, it wasn't at full HP. I did provide a bit of damage on him with Snorlax, and then after Snorlax went down, I switched Infernape Pin, and the first move that Infernape was able to make, he took out what was left of Cloister.
Yeah, that makes sense then. I don't think that Infernape with a physical attack would have been able to knock Cloister out in a single hit from full HP. I think that if you want to knock out Cloister in a single hit, you most likely need to hit it for the special side and with a super effective move as well. Yeah, this is exactly what Seb was saying, that super effective physical move is basically as good as a neutral special move against Cloister because of how much larger its physical defense is compared to its special defense. Probably we have an update from AD. Our man is driving his car and on his way to the stream. I have no idea how he even set up a stream if he didn't know he was going to be here.
I won't make any spoilers in regards to what the statistics are for Matchday 5, but after what happened here, Cloister actually went to top scorer in kills.
He did. He actually did. It was a crazy performance. And also match that we have involving Vic was the one that took place for Matchday 4, where he had to take immediately on AL. So we have the two matches that Vic played this weekend.
I remember this one.
Yeah, Vic
I
once
actually
again
tried. This time I actually had time to try to do something.
Yeah, you still rocked up with the same team. This is clearly your favorite lineup.
What's on the bench isn't that impressive, Magikarp.
I mean, you have to bring the Magikarp at some point for the content. Maybe when you're, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean.
I believe he made one change to when he played me the week before. Or actually, that might be the same team.
No,
he didn't have Alakazam last time.
In the spreadsheet, this is exactly the same team he's used all 4 games. And meanwhile, AL rocking up with Pelipper, Nidoking, Zapdos, Kingdra, Crodont, and Alakazam.
I was talking about AEL's team.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, he didn't have Alakazam against me last time.
So get your predictions ready in the chat as we kick this one off. AL clearly leading with the Pelipper to instantly set up the rain against this Umbreon. And instantly you turning out to be able to switch while doing a little bit of damage and setting up this Kingdra, which in the rain is going to be extremely fast and very powerful. Umbreon does get a Toxic on it, so this Kingdra is on a bit of a timer as it's going to progressively lose health. The Water Ball does a lot of damage to Umbreon. Alluring Voice is super effective, but doesn't do a lot back to the Kingdra. And this Umbreon is in a very awkward position where it seems like it's going to go down to another hit, and it will after this Water Ball. And that's a quick 1-0.
Would that move on Kingdra have made any difference if it wasn't in the rain?
Yes, it would have been a huge difference because Water Ball does more damage when it's in a weather condition like the rain, and it also becomes of the same type as the rain. For example, here Water Ball became a water type move, and it did a lot of damage to that Water Ball, taking it down in a single hit and doing a lot to this Blastoise as well, even though it's resisted. Blastoise, however, is able to fire back and take out the Kingdra finally, but Kingdra has done its job. It's taken out 2 of Vic's Pokemon and done half of his health to this Blastoise. Surf, boosted by the rain, does a lot of damage back to the Alakazam, but with a single Psyshock, it's going to knock down the Blastoise. And it's a 5 against 3 currently, and this Alakazam is very powerful, having boosted its special attack by 2 stages with a Nasty Plot. Psyshock is not able to knock out the Regice, and with an Earthquake, Regice fires back, and Vic has knocked out 2 of AL's Pokemon and is slowly crawling this one back. But Pelipper comes back out, and as soon as the rain was gone, it's back on. And with another Weather Ball, the Regius goes down. Again, AL using this range strategy so well throughout this entire tournament, similar to what Doodle has been doing. Leaf Blade from the Lithium, not enough damage to even pick up that 2-hit KO, and the Hurricane is a one-shot on the Lithium. It's only the Moltres left, and this fire type is not going to enjoy being down on the rain. It sets up the pressure and goes for the Hidden Power, which is super effective and does take down the Pelipper, so it puts a little bit more suspense into that match. 3 Pokemon to go. Can Moltres make the comeback? Here comes Nidoking, goes for the Thunder, doesn't miss in the rain, and picks up the one-shot on the Moltres, and in the end, it's a 3-0 victory for AL, but a bit of a better performance for Vic overall on this one. Vic, are you there for
Weather ball? That's my commentary. Again, these tactics, change of terrain, a lot of these things it's not something I put into account when I'm battling, mainly because I play casually. Of course, a lot of my other Pokemon that I basically prepared got one-shotted by Pelipper. So, yeah, it happens. But overall, like, it lasted longer than normal. At least this time I had somewhat level to prepare, and I didn't completely embarrass myself in this one. But, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Score-wise, you got a little bit closer than I did.
That as well. I think it's very important, especially if you're fighting at the bottom, to get that Pokemon difference up. Even if you lose, you might want to lose taking down a few Pokemon so that your Pokemon difference doesn't go down that much, and maybe it can work as a tiebreaker for you in the future. We have Seb as our only person commenting, stating that Vic is clearly hiding his text for the semis. So he's only strategizing now.
I wish I could, but let's be real, bro. This is a whole different breed out here. I'm like, I'm that one Levante team that has that freak performance against a big team.
That may be true. I think Seb is wondering, did your Umbreon have a Hidden Power Electric when it was fighting that Pelipper?
Nah, I wasn't thinking with Umbreon, not gonna lie. There's no strategy behind this fight.
Fair enough. So 80 doesn't have time to set up the stream, but he does have time to remind you to like and subscribe, despite him doing not much on this stream alone. We're pretty much producing his content. It's what's happening here. Water Ball is, in fact, it's not football, it's Pokemon heritage at this point. That's what's going on. As we have another member of the panel joining us. Hello, Doodle. Welcome to the stream. We just witnessed the first 2 battles that Vic had, and 2 losses for him, unfortunately.
Right.
Doodle, I sense a sense of disappointment behind your silence. Are you good?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get to that soon.
No, man.
I mean, to lighten the mood a bit, maybe we can get onto the other battle that took place in match day 4.
I rather that battle being handled first. I can't lie.
Oh, you want to rip the band-aid off? Is what we're saying here. These are not spoilers, by the way. I have no idea what happened.
Neither do I. Actually, I've got a vague idea, but I haven't seen the battle.
So here we have, for match day 4, Steve against Doodle. Doodle rocking up with his beloved Renk team with Politoed, Latios, Lantern, Toxicroak, Swampert, and Armaldo against Steve's Cloyster, Tyranitar, Rotom Wash, Lucario, Dragonite, and Kangaskhan.
Quick disclaimer.
Is this the same team as against Kool-Aid?
I might get a bit aggressive on the first turn itself. Just a quick disclaimer. I might get very aggressive on the first turn itself on a certain Pokemon.
Fair enough.
Your discretion is
I don't think it's the same team that Steve used against Vic. But it's hard to remember because Steve only needed Cloyster to win that one. But I don't think he brought in Kangaskhan or Lucario on that one. Or Rotom Wash. I don't remember
Rotom Wash on there either, on his list.
So I think those are the new ones. So anyway, get those predictions in the chat as we kick this one off. Obviously, in a rain team, the rain goes first with the Politoed.
This is when I lost. This is when, yeah.
So I paused to explain what's going on here. So Politoed, with his ability, sets up the rain, and with Tyranitar, with his ability, sets up the Sandstorm. And they both hit the field on the same turn. So how does that work? So abilities activate depending on the Pokemon speed. The faster a Pokemon is, the faster it attacks, and the faster their abilities also proc. And so when this happens, Politoed is faster than Tyranitar.
But here's the thing.
His ability procs first, it starts raining, and then Tyranitar's ability procs, and it starts the Sandstorm.
But here's the thing. For specifically this battle, this Politoed had the relaxed nature. That means he had a minus speed nature, and he still outspeeds. That is, I cannot believe it.
Mm-hmm. So he did everything in his power to prevent this from happening, and it still happened.
Quick question: is there a difference between rain and rain dance?
Rain dance just sets up rain.
Yeah, the rain dance is the move that sets up rain, and the ability that Politoed has, Drizzle, sets up the rain just by switching it in. So it's like a quick way. By using rain dance, you set up the rain, but you obviously waste a turn in doing that.
Because I was looking into seeing if I could activate rain for Lapras, and only rain dance was an available move that had the word rain in.
Well, not every Pokemon has Drizzle.
Yeah. So here you decided to go for the Surf, and it didn't do a lot of damage to Tyranitar. Obviously, in the Sandstorm, Rock types have a boost in special defense. Right. You switch into the Lantern to predict that Thunderbolt, but Steve is quicker on the play, lands a huge Stone Edge that takes out most of Lantern's HP and forces you to switch back into the Swampert. And Steve also reading that, switching instantly into the Kangaskhan. Steve playing out of his mind at the moment. This fake out I didn't quite understand, because yes, you get a flinch, but it's not a lot of damage, and you're taking chip from your own Sandstorm. But still, Steve on the driver's seat so far. Double Edge, not a lot of damage on the Swampert, to be honest, and Swampert is able to set up the rocks, and so it seems like Doodle has been able to stabilize a bit now that the Sandstorm is gone. Armaldo comes in, but Armaldo has no rain, so it cannot activate his Swift Sim ability to be faster.
Double Edge.
Yeah, and Rotom switches in, and even though Armaldo goes for the Source and it's very strong, it's still slow because it doesn't have the rain, and so it's forced to switch out in the face of this Rotom. Yes, you come into this Hydro Pump, and the Dry Skin absorbs that Water type of attack. And now we see Toxicroak go for the Gunshot, a lot of damage, and gets the poison on the Rotom, but Rotom is able to fire back with a Will-O-Wisp, burning this Toxicroak, which is going to make it hit much less hard. Another Gunshot is going to be able to knock down the Rotom. That critical hit, would have preferred to see it a bit earlier. But either way, Doodle takes the lead.
You can take Rotom Wash with an instant ground move.
I mean, you cannot, because it has the ability Levitate, which makes it immune to ground type moves. Now we see Dragonite setting up the Dragon Dance, and it becomes faster than the Latios.
That's bad.
Yeah, knocks it out in a single hit, and now Dragonite is running Rampage.
You know what this reminds me of? This is what my Dragonite used to do.
Yeah, this was Dragonite Season 1. This is what a former player of the champion team from Doodle now is sweeping the team of his former manager.
You know
this Dragonite going full
smiling. I know Vic is smiling right now.
Dragonite gets a bit too greedy, goes for another Dragon Dance, move. And the Ice Punch from Swampert is able to take him down. But the damage has been done. Doodle is down to his final 3 Pokemon, while Steve still has 4. And here comes Cloyster with the Shell Smash once again, boosting all of his stats. Swampert, what is he going to do about it? An Earthquake, a physical move, not going to do enough.
Oh my god, man. I'm just rewatching this right now, and it's like...
The Icicle Spear comes out. Is it going to be enough? Days. It's not. Swampert hangs on in a single sliver of health. And so does the Cloyster. Both Pokemon super low on HP on this one, but Cloyster is faster, and with the Drill Run is able to knock out the Swampert. And now, where is this going to go? Because this Cloyster is super fast and it's in the rain. Toxicroak is going to be able to switch in. The drill run misses, and Toxicroak is able to
It's a
survive
tap in
the turn.
right there.
It was a tap in.
Cloister pack. We're smoking it. Yes.
And now it's a 2 against 3. This Toxicroak is at full HP basically, but it's burned, so its damage is heavily reduced.
I just realized he had heavy duty boots.
Yeah, and with the Earthquake, he's able to take down the Lantern, which came in as a sacrificial lamb to reset.
But here's the thing. Hold up.
defensive
Pause the
stats.
battle. I want to say something right now. Pause it just for a second. Y'all notice, right? So I'm going to say this right now for the viewers. This Toxicroak has Choice Scarf. This means he's going to outspeed all of those. So
Yeah.
this burn, I think, if this was not burned, this right here is a battle.
Yeah, right here. Even if you see a 1 versus 3, this is a winning position for Doodle. Why? Because this Toxicroak is faster than everything and has close combat, a fighting type move, which is super effective against the normal type Kangaskhan, the steel type Lucario, and quadruple against the rock dark type that is Tyranitar. So this Toxicroak with close combat has the capability to knock down every single one of Steve's Pokemon. But the problem is it's burned, and so its damage is cut in half. And so this close combat is not enough to take out the Kangaskhan. And with an Earthquake, Kangaskhan picks up the KO, and Steve has taken down the reigning champion.
It's crazy. That burn. I should have. Nah, you know what? First of all, I want to say this. Politoed, I'm sorry, brother. Politoed, brother. But we got
We're sending you to Deportivo La
I said it
Coruña.
last week. He sold against Renk, and I said it. You know what? He's going to bounce back. He sold even harder this week. We
Time
are
to play for China,
I
buddy.
thought Politoed was the one that you want. Well, one of the two ones you wanted to not use. Who's again?
So you're telling me,
I was
Doodle,
surprised to see him back.
So
Doodle, you're telling me it's time to learn Chinese.
yeah,
for
Politoed, it's time to learn
Politoed.
Chinese, bro.
Nah.
Gotta put the fries in the bag. Nah, not this thing. Armaldo also needs to put the fries in the bag right now and like have this. Like I don't know.
I mean,
the thing is,
you know what happens? Like the problem is that Armaldo is a rain merchant.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's problem is the rain merchant. You take the rain, give it rain, or it retires, and that's what happened to it. But the thing is, again, if that, despite what happened, all of this and how badly I played this battle, if that Toxicroak was not burned, I think I win the battle.
Yeah, you win. You pull off the comeback on that one.
But
would have been crazy.
But I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But like the thing is, the Dragonite, and here's my bad prep. If I had Scarfed Latios, I'm pretty sure I would speed that Dragonite despite a rating.
You should, yeah.
I think I would have.
If you had a way to take,
and also,
if you had a way to do some Ice, Dragon, Berry, or Rock moves, that would have helped against Dragonite.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. His multi-scale was canceled by the fact that I put up Stealth Rocks, so he got damaged. So if I had that Scarf Latios with probably like modest nature, let's just say, I think I would have Draco'd, and if I hit, I would have killed it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was bad prep from me. But the Politoed one, people might say it's bad prep, but like I had a minus speed nature. Like I put the minus speed nature on the Politoed.
Yeah, I think we also have to give credit to Steve. He had a perfect strategy, going first with Tyranitar, denying the rain, and then making a few great predictions, like going for the Thunderbolt first.
Yeah,
and then
it was that. Because imagine if he went for Thunderbolt on the Lantern. I think that's a completely different battle. Because that Lantern, for me, was like I brought that Lantern. I was debating between do I bring Lantern, do I bring Ludicolo? I brought Lantern because that Lantern was like specifically for that Cloister, because Lantern is probably one of the best Cloister counters out there. It can take those hits, and it can like Cloister's special defense is weak. So, and I can like, deal with it. And I just thought that, and Toxicroak, I just think Toxicroak was the easy bring for this because a lot of it's like Pokemon, but I feel like I should have probably switched out the Toxicroak on the Rotom. And I just realized maybe I should have brought Ludicolo specifically for the Rotom. But this is all in hindsight. I did not expect this. But I think for me, look, Latios and Politoed sold the most, I think. Armaldo also. Armaldo is like, I decided to draft Armaldo because I was like, you know what, it has Swift Swim. So I want to have something, a Swift Swimmer that is not actually a water type for like, interest purposes. But I don't know, man. But I feel like I did not play this good. Look, Steve obviously deserved to win, but I feel like these last two battles, this one and last one, I definitely probably could have prepped better, especially this one. Like, but this one, like, I had a strategy with the Polito, the relaxed nature, but the Latios, I should have put Scarf. I should have put the Scarf on Latios for the Dragonite, and I probably shouldn't have brought Armaldo. Honestly, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have brought Armaldo. I don't know, but the Toxicroak. But I just think if the Toxicroak was not burned, I would have won. Like, I literally would have won.
Yeah, it's something that Seb Ball seems to agree with. Surprise the Croc didn't have Ice Punch as well. But Steve's team was insanely weak to fighting. In fact, 4 of his Pokemon were weak to fighting type moves.
Yeah.
So the Toxicroak was a huge bring, but Steve played fantastically around it, made it his priority to burn it, and yeah, he played a fantastic game and managed to come out with a win, and a statement win at that. He did almost throw by dancing again against the Swampert.
Yeah.
But that was probably one of the few mistakes that Steve did in this fight. Overall, I think it was a pretty clean game from Steve.
Yeah. I think my mistake was, I mean, the Politoed, I don't know if you can count it as a mistake. I put the minus speed nature on it. I don't know if that's a mistake. I think that's just bad luck.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I put, like, I don't know. I just thought Tyranitar was gonna, I'll be faster than it. I knew he was gonna switch into Tyranitar. That's why I put the minus speed nature. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna assume Tyranitar is faster so that I can override his Sandstream. I actually wonder how this battle would have been if the rain stayed, but that's the thing. That's the problem, man. That's the problem of rain. Rain is like, if rain is used, it's very, very hard to deal with. But that's why for the best way to counter rain is to make sure it never gets, it makes sure it never feeds the field. Because if you're battling rain, then it becomes really tough.
Yeah, I agree. So massive congratulations to Steve once again, picking up his 3rd win. And now Doodle gonna have to bounce back 2 losses in a row.
That's bad. That's bad.
Steve is on a roll.
Am I washed?
The former champions, that's crazy.
Am I washed?
So now we move on to a battle between 2 people who are on very opposing ends of the standings, which is Mats against Seb Ball. Mats looking for redemption with his team comprised of Lapras, Snorlax, Venusaur, Infernape, Pidgeot, and Metagross against Seb's Blaziken, Mamoswine, Flygon, Magneton, Slowbro, and Tangrowth.
I thought Magneton would be a bad matchup here, so I left him out the team. But I do get more into that in my post-match thoughts.
All right. I've been commenting a lot, so Doodle, do you want to take this one away?
Yeah, sure.
All right, everyone, get your predictions in the chat. Let's go.
Interesting. So, Infernape.
I put Infernape here because he was like one of my fastest Pokemon.
I think he's going to switch. Yeah, Slowbro, yeah. Let's see what he wants for. Flare Blitz, not a lot.
Yeah, the biggest issue here is that I didn't do enough switch predicting.
Psyshock does not do a lot. Even though it targets your physical defense, but Snorlax is a beast. So it is not. Like Mamoswine, physical attack are on. Trailblaze. I'm going to say this. I don't know why I keep running Trailblaze on Snorlax, honestly. It's so slow.
This was actually the first time I did it.
No. I would have ran the best Snorlax sets I know are Body Press. Now that makes more sense. It's heavy. Tangrowth. Interesting. Well, that it all.
I looked to take out Mamoswine at that point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Obviously,
Good switch. Tap advantage. Knockoff. Ooh, that's Rocky Helmet. That's bad. Losing that.
That's get a bit of damage of Rocky Helmet at least.
Yeah. He predicted the Sludge Bomb. Poison. Oh, I would run Sludge Bomb, honestly.
Yeah, again, I was going for Tank Growth. Yeah, the problem was I didn't do enough switch predicting.
He did. Wait, he didn't protect?
He didn't protect. No, it was a straight up.
That's a bit risky. I can't lie. That is a bit risky.
Yeah, like I guess he must have known that he would have survived as close combat. Otherwise, I don't understand why he would go for that play. But it was still an amazing play from Seven. It takes down this Infernape as the first kill.
Personally, I would have protected. Then I would have. Actually, no. I see why though. Actually, no. You know what? I see why he did it. Maybe he needed to get the swords in, so I can see why. You know what?
Yeah,
I was looking to run Defog on Pidgeot at that point.
Never mind. I see it
because of the rocks.
I see the logic. But this Blaziken is now Although
It knocks itself down.
oh,
Yep. Only manages to get 3 kills, but that made a huge dent on Matt's team.
yeah. Although this is actually a good matchup for Mats now. Lapras, although he switches out, still an all right. Actually, not. Tangrowth is a bit tanky. Actually, it's very tanky.
But depends on which ice type move you get. Ice Beam, not enough.
Not enough. What is he gonna do? Power Whip. Ooh.
Also not enough.
A crit kills.
A crit
Ice
kills.
Beam
Also a Blizzard kills.
Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. I did not expect that. I did not expect Blizzard.
Now, Mats is a gambler, man. This
Fair
is what
enough.
happens.
That's fair enough. Okay, so that's good. Good switch. Special defensive wall.
Nice.
Yeah. Matt, as Seb just said, he got caught off guard by the Blizzard. That makes sense. Yeah, but this Flygon, is this a Dragon Dance? This might be Dragon Dance.
It is indeed a Dragon Dance. Doodle did call it, and now this Flygon is super fast, and Mats doesn't have a lot of HP left.
Ice Shard would have been so funny there.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have killed though, but yeah. And this is bad now because Metagross.
Metagross had no chance here.
Yeah, weak against ground.
That is 3 earthquakes in a row and 3 quick kills to Seb to close out
Honestly,
the
you know what I
battle.
would just want to say? I feel like these dragon types are like the kings of this tournament right now. I'm seeing AL Salaman's cooking. Obviously, like now Seb's Flygon cooking, and then you got Steve's Dragonite cooking. I think there's a theme. I'm seeing a bit of a theme right here.
Yeah, the problem is that it's so hard to prepare against Dragon Dances. When
It's so hard.
the
This is why
opponent
Seb
is
actually has a
quicker and stronger.
perfect Pokemon though. He has a Clefairy but with unaware. Like that. That's that you got that right. Like
Renk, I tagged you in Discord on something.
Yes, I think I have them here.
Be like Greg Berhalter and call this performance a success, nor do I want to. But it was pleasing to see either my team could be competitive, and it showed positive signs for when I played Doodle and then potentially other strong opponents in the latter stages should I get there. Generally, I was proud of my performance for after going 1-0 down and before losing Lapras, was generally only one step behind Seb, around the same level of competitiveness. Often I had to push him to really give him a better chance at taking my Pokemon down. So in that aspect, it was good to see. I got the sense that he wanted to teach me a lesson in this game. I knew he was going to target my fighting and ground weaknesses with a lot of my Pokemon. Even about 2 weeks before or something like that, I'd even made a note on in regards to my ground weaknesses. Therefore, I was initially going to drop Empoleon, Metagross, Magneton. Obviously, I needed to keep one of them because that means I lose all my steals. But nonetheless, good performance. Now I've got to move on to 2 games I really have to win. Do or die at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree with those thoughts.
I would say I did good, not great in this game.
Trust the process, like Arteta said.
It is a bit of a trusted process at the moment, but we are trusting because, like I said, I think that we are seeing a lot of improvements from Mats being competitive against one of the best trainers from the league, and yeah, I think that awareness that you had of knowing that you had multiple Pokemon that were weak to ground and fighting, and trying to see how you can play around that. It was smart, and in the end, that's exactly what Seb ended up doing because Blaziken and Flygon ended up teaming up to take your team down. They took 3 Pokemon each, and yeah, it's just the battle changed once that close combat wasn't enough to take down the Blaziken, and it was able to set up. At that moment, it became a bit too powerful for you to deal with, but like I said, something changes. Like you have a little bit more damage, like maybe Life Orb or Choice Band on the Infernape, or you get a crit and you knock out the Blaziken in one hit, and that battle looks completely different. So it's just small things that
it's always
change
this,
the
like
tournament
for
around.
example, every battle, and like it's one single turn. As I said last week, it's one turn can really decide an entire battle. well, 1 or 2 turns. Really, just depends on how you adapt to it and play around it and how you set up. That's the thing. Sometimes though, yeah, that's really how. But I mean, yeah, I think you definitely played this battle better than before. And yeah, the Blizzard was very interesting.
Yeah, Blizzard was one of the highlights of the week, in my opinion, because that Lapras that has been by far Matt's best Pokemon so far, getting yet another kill in what felt like a desperate situation. You love to see it, obviously. And with that, we've covered 4 battles today, and we only have 1 more to go. Mr. Patrick, we have the
Hello,
battle.
how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hello.
So, do you have any thoughts ahead of our match?
So, Renk, so first off, I just want to say, just want to say good luck to you with me in my match. So, obviously, I want to say you guys that that obviously this battle between you and me is going to be an epic one, and obviously you won last time against me, so obviously it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, so no matter what happens, Hoste Liao on Tuesday, and whoever happens, I think it's gonna be a good battle, man. It's gonna be a good battle.
All right, then I'm gonna put ourselves in the background. I'm gonna send you the invite, and I'm gonna let Mats and Doodle take this one away.
Sure. Let's wait for them.
Well, I've been searching on Patrick's team ahead of my battle with him next week, so I think that
I
should
already
help.
began searching up for ALs. I actually play AL next week. Ooh.
Well, hopefully my research into Patrick's team can help with the commentary for this game.
Right.
I've got some other notes that I can do.
Pokemon of Mats is the only player outside top 5 of Pokemon over 4 kills. Dude, the Lapras is carrying.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of. Chances are we're going to see Patrick play with Entei, Gyarados, and Machamp.
Yeah. I'm looking at their teams right now. I think so as well.
He's been playing Raichu a lot, so although he's probably not potentially one of the best 6, it is a player that he uses a lot.
Right. I think that Renk is probably gonna. I'm expecting Garchomp to be here. I'm expecting Weavile. I think Low Slowking will probably make it. Because Patrick's team, it's very. The thing is, I feel like he might bring the Skarmory, or I'm not expecting Rotom Mold, because I think a lot of Patrick's Pokemon, they're actually, more or less. Actually, no, I know what I can see Rotom Mold. I can see a possibility of Rotom Mold being brought, but
probably, I imagine Charizard's also going to be playing for Patrick, because that's one that's.
Yeah, I'm from Renk's side. I'm definitely expecting Garchomp. I'm definitely expecting Arcanine. I'm expecting Slowking. I'll say Weavile probably. I don't know if I'm expecting Skarmory. Like I he might bring Skarmory maybe, but I actually don't see it because Patrick has Charizard, he has Entei, he has Raikou, and he has Raichu, 4 Pokemon that pretty much destroy Skarmory. So I'm not really expecting Skarmory to feature in this battle.
I'll just check with Renk, because he's not on the panel, and we don't have any other way of seeing the battle. So I'll just ask him.
Post it right now. I want to say he's gonna post it right now.
Okay, I put the question in. Well, if he forgets, then we can always watch the replay. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see now.
Oh, okay. All right, you know what? It's fine. All right, so in our audience, I think Patrick is just finishing up the movesets.
Okay. One thing we can expect with Patrick is he does use the Wish move a lot, which does help the next Pokemon gain some health. but that does also mean you're using a move. So effectively, it's a bit more of an open goal for Renk to just
If Renk
go
finds a
out,
way to play around
take
it,
out the Pokemon.
yeah.
So we might see a lack of attacking threat from Patrick if he does insist with using
The
the
thing is,
wish.
if I was Patrick in this battle, at least I probably would play a bit defensive because Renk,
What happened, bro?
man. Nah, we're just
Yeah.
waiting. I think.
Yeah, just to provide an update to the chat, Patrick didn't have his team ready when he was in the battle room.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not in the battle room. They're just in like the chat section of the request.
Yeah.
So
Can't lie, this is peak. Oh, we gotta see what happens.
Look, man.
we were seeing some more not deadly, but we were seeing some more effective attacks from Patrick in the last game against Seb Ball. So we're seeing a bit of improvement compared to the start.
Who's my next
how that
opponent?
translates to here.
Your next battle, let me see. You play. Hold up, let's see. Oh my god, I think Renk made a mistake on the sheet. I think he was named. No, wait, no. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, you play Seb. You play Seb next, Vic.
Damn it.
I play AL. The
Seb is
rematch.
gonna sweep
The
my
final
ass, bro.
rematch. Oh nah. I can't lie. I gotta win that game, or else it's looking kind of cooked for me.
All right, bro. Well, guys, boys in the chat, I'm officially announcing. You know when you're battling relegation and you're like you gotta win the last game of the season, but unfortunately that last game is like Barca or Real Madrid. You're like that.
Renk has posted the link in the chat. I'm using a different device, so I can't share that.
Hold on, maybe I can. Let me try.
Okay, go for it.
Levante is about to go into battle for their lives.
Oh, wait.
Vic, you have me and Patrick in your last two games, so you've got some competitive. Well, you've got something there.
Are you gonna share or should I do?
I can't lie. For some reason, it's not letting me. Vic, can you share the battle?
Right now.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know why it's not letting me either, but all right. So
if it doesn't work, there is the option for Renk to come back in.
Yeah.
Turn off his mic and camera and share it himself.
Can you guys see it?
You see it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give it a few seconds. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that's showing the battle options though.
You gotta join. Hold up, choose name.
Wait, do I gotta log in?
Yeah, you gotta log in.
Let me do that real quick.
I hope Renk is listening.
There we go. All right.
Okay, there we go. So we got a lineup of Garchomp, Registeel, Rotomo, Slowking, and not Latios. What's the other flying Pokemon Renk has got?
That's Togekiss.
Togekiss, so yes, and
he's got
is that Arcanine?
Let's start the battle, boys.
Oh, Garchomp.
Okay, you got potentially the 2 star men of each team going head to head. Oh, and Patrick's already taking them some damage.
That is a lot of damage. Although this Garchomp is going to be scary now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Scale Shot. Oh, that might kill. Oh man.
Ooh, I think he tried that against Lapras and didn't quite work out.
Yeah.
But who's next for Patrick? Chansey. Fighting's the biggest weakness for Chansey.
Okay.
Raichu.
That's not a good switch.
He's susceptible to earthquakes. Yeah.
Oh, this is bro. He should have gone to the Gyarados. Or why is he not going into the Gyarados?
This is bad.
He should have gone to Gyarados. Gyarados has Intimidate. Wait, what?
It's gonna happen again.
It's not gonna happen again, right? Surely not.
Entei's.
Dude, you should have gone to the Gyarados. It has Intimidate. Oh, nah. Stone Edge miss? Or is he gonna scale shot? He might scale shot. Or rock slide.
Oh,
No.
Now, I believe Garchomp has now equaled, if not surpassed, Cloyster's goal difference.
Oh. Well.
Renk's actually beaten AEL's record. It took AEL 10 turns to surpass.
So Renk
to get
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that was some
GG's.
Patrick, my brother, Patrick, that was some suicide ball, bro. Hansi Flick.
Nah, I think I jinxed it. When I was talking about Dragonites going ham in this tournament, and another one just went ham.
The dragons are too strong, man. It is what it
They're
is.
too strong. They're really, really strong.
They are cursed. They're like
exactly why in Gen 6 a certain type was made just to stop these monsters.
GG's Renk. GG's,
my man.
Fairy type for the boys who are new.
Yeah, fairy type, man. Oh man. Well, Renk, congrats. You have topped the it took AL 10 turns to beat Patrick. It took you just 8 turns, so there you go.
I think it was 7, was it?
7, actually, was it? Yeah, it might have been 7.
7 turns for 6 Pokemon is kind of crazy.
That's like 1.5.
Yo, by recent disaster class got saved. Nah. Yes.
Extreme speed is the only thing. I don't think that would have been tech. That would have been nice. I feel like he should have gone into. I was like, what the hell did he not go into the gear? I can't lie, the rock slide. I
think after his second Pokemon went down, he had he had 3 out of 4 Pokemon that were weak to ground, and it was quite obvious what Renk was going to do if it worked for one, and we had more coming.
Click one Sword Stance, just click Earthquake, and it's pretty much GG's. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty much the strategy. I recognized that Garchomp was probably my strongest Pokemon into his team, and I need to go for it. It was like
peak. That's the thing.
It's coming a long way since getting knocked out by Lapras with Avalanche.
Yeah, very much. Those days are long gone.
Wait, I think it died against me, right? I think I killed the Garchomp.
No, the only death this Garchomp has is against that Lapras.
Really? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is worth mentioning that he didn't appear on the second match day.
Yeah, no, he's played 3 games so far.
Crazy. I actually have. You know what? I just realized why I think I'm losing.
I'm gonna
the Pokemon that got me to my victory last time, my last tournament, it has not appeared a single battle. Valkyrie. It has not appeared in a single battle yet.
Oh, are we saying that it was the one to make it every time?
Yeah, I think
Valkyrie was the one to do it.
I think I may have disrespected it too much. I think it's costing me.
Oh yeah. Anyway, this has been the 5 battles of the day. Now we can take a look at how everything is shaping up in the league, starting with the standings.
I think you reaffirmed my plans to taking out Patrick next week.
Damn, I'm close.
It's time for redemption now. 2 losses.
2 teams remain unbeaten. Renk and Seb, 4 wins, 0 losses. I'm slightly ahead when it comes to Pokemon difference, but that is obviously a very volatile stat, and it's bound to change in the future. Obviously, I don't face Seb up until the final match day, so it would be pretty interesting if we both arrive undefeated to that stage. Later, and we are, as it stands, the 2 teams that are qualifying directly into the semifinals. Down below, we have, with 3 wins, AL and Steve after his upset win. They both have 3 wins and 1 loss. Doodle in the middle of the pack with 2 wins and 2 losses. And then the 3 teams that are still to pick up a win, Mats, Vic, and Patrick, ordinated like they are in that order because of Pokemon difference as well.
It's looking kind of crazy.
Damn, bro. Like me, Mats, and Patrick are like that. We're the bottom half of the league, man. We're fighting for our lives out here.
Yeah. I'm like in the dead middle. I'm like,
And I'm sure Renk will view this in more detail, but on the last 3 match days, me, Kool-Aid, and Patrick are all playing each other.
that's crazy.
We'll take a look at the schedule in a bit. For now, we can take a look at the statistics. Like you said, Cloister, after picking up a lot of kills between the last match day where he picked up 6 in match day 3 against Vic, and the other one that he got today, he's up to 8 kills. Same kills as the Garchomp after the 6 kills he picked up against Patrick, and followed by Zapdos, Pelipper, Tangrowth, and Blaziken, and a few others on 4 kills. For example, the Lapras, which is the
Hanging on by a fin.
Wait,
Yeah.
Pelipper and Tangrowth. That's crazy.
Yeah, those Pokemon that you often associate with being supportive actually picking up.
This
a lot
gives
of
me
kills as
vibes
well.
of like my Chansey last tournament.
It
gives
is.
me the vibes of that.
It is Chansey vibes. And yes, in most deaths, like I'm doing Vic like this just for bringing the same team every single time. It is what it is.
Vic, what is going on, bro?
Nothing good, Charlie.
What are these stinkers?
Yo, my third lineup is being displayed like this. It's crazy.
Yes, Seb is talking about facing a redemption-seeking Doodle, which is going to be a very intense match as we look ahead at match day 5, when we're going to have me going up against Steve, who is on 3 wins after knocking out Doodle. He's looking for another shocker against me. We have a repeat of the final of last season between Doodle and AL. Mats faces Patrick, both teams still to pick up a win, basically an elimination game. Both teams desperately need a win. And Vic faces Seb, looking to create another upset.
Very good match day, actually. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Ah, man, that's
All of the
crazy,
games
right?
are
You
back.
said that with the utmost.
Obviously we got Steve and Renk, very good. Vic fighting for the win against Seb, Patrick and Mats for whoever's gonna pick up the first win, and then obviously me against AL, which is the rematch of the final.
Look, if I'm able to at least take one of said Pokemon down, I'm taking that as a win.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, everyone can see the rest of the schedule. We only have 3 match days left. Like we already, we passed the halfway line of the regular season. A lot has happened, and you can see the rest of the match days here. We'll go into more detail when we get there, but there are a lot of spicy games yet, and yeah,
I think you can see what I mean when I said that these my next 2 are must wins, because I've got to play the champion on the last match day.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is also a must. My next one is a must win, because if I win that, I suddenly I'll be able to make some ground and actually get job. But it's also but I know AL is going to be really motivated, because this is either going to be deja vu or it's going to be revenge. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah,
and if you win, that also potentially stretches the gap from away from the top 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to mention, because not only is AL against Doodle a super important battle in terms of the storylines after it being the rematch of last year's final and between 2 very top players, but also it's a fight for the standings, because AL with a win pushes himself to 4 wins and puts himself in the conversation to make that top 2 spot and directly qualify to semifinals. And Doodle very much has to win. He's not allowed any more slip-ups if he wants to make the semis. And by winning, Doodle would put himself on par with AL on 3 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah, so it's a must win. So it might be one of my most important battles coming up. It's record-wise, I have to win, but also, the whole storyline-wise also, there's that also.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's all we have for you today. I
will say that though I'm doing better and I'm expected to win, I think I would actually give Patrick a good chance if he picks the right specific Pokemon, because there's one that could cause me some damage if I don't, problems if I can't take care of it soon. But if he doesn't pick that, then I would be I am still confident, but I'd be even more confident in that case scenario.
Yeah, obviously, Mats against Patrick is going to be a huge game. trying to see
He's
who
the
still
only one I
has
beat
playoff
that
chances.
season.
Yes, that is true. So maybe it's either Patrick wants to get revenge and finally pick up his first win. You know, Patrick hasn't won a game since he's been part of the league. He didn't win in season 1 and hasn't won in season 2 so far. So he's also looking for his first ever win. So it's a super important
And
game.
also put it this way: if I don't beat Patrick, then I deserve to be nowhere near the knockouts.
Yep, I mean, I guess that's fair. So if anybody wants to make the knockouts, they have to beat somebody, and so it's going to be a super important game for that one.
Pressure's on me also. Now pressure's on me.
Pressure's on Doodle, and like Seb was saying, it's a seeking redemption, Doodle.
But it's not just me seeking redemption. AL is seeking redemption against me specifically. Well, I'm just seeking redemption for qualifying. To be fair, both are like that, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the protagonists, but I want to know your thoughts on this one because Seb believed that I was a lock-in to beat Steve, that I was by far the favorite, but now Steve has shown himself to be a very capable trainer. What are your thoughts into that other matchup that we have?
He's a dark horse. Let's just say his team is a dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be an easy battle. I'll say that. I don't think it's going to be an easy battle.
No, for sure. Like
I
prepare for every battle.
I think your team is probably more well equipped to beat his than mine was. That's how I see it.
I'll see it when I get there.
Doodle, before he faced Doodle, I got the sense that I think I can beat Steve, and it was mostly down to a few errors, and I did underestimate Steve a bit, but Steve's going to be a harder one to face later in the tournament, and he's got momentum to give him confidence. Still, playing top of the table, you could even say in fact, 2 of the top 3 form players are going head to head next week.
Yep, that is right. So a lot is going to happen. Like next match day is going to be insane. I hope that a lot of people tune in for that one. And the last match day Seb is touching on is his battle against Vic. Is he going to make it quick? I mean, Seb, you got a 6-0. Like you're putting the pressure on yourselves. That's what you're saying right now.
Yeah. But it's a big match day for everyone, though. Like it's actually a huge match day. It can change a lot, and I think it will change a lot.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be super interesting. Super looking forward to it. But anyway, this has been a great stream, I believe.
One other thing I will say in regards to next week is AD's not here, and he hasn't been able to confirm whether we're going to continue as normal or move it to Wednesday because of this Thanksgiving thing that's happening.
Yes, that is also another thing. The issues with the 8744 Extra channel continues. Not only was he not able to be here, but we cannot assure that next stream is going to be on Friday. I guess he'll have to give an update on that. Maybe he'll make a community post or something saying when the next Pokemon stream is going to happen. There's a possibility that it is pushed earlier into Wednesday. We'll have to see how the battles turn out with a little less preparation in that case. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, AD is probably going to keep you updated on that as it's, his channel, basically. I don't know why we're running.
Because it'll be helpful to know if I can take more time off than I don't need.
Yeah, just in case, I'm going to have my team for Steve ready, but more prep is usually better. But anyway, any final thoughts from you guys?
Not much that we haven't said already, but I think we've ended this stream. Well, we definitely made the most of the weird circumstances, and it's ended on an exciting high.
I agree. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you on the next stream. Peace.
Peace.
Nice one.